Dear students, your teacher Justina here. So today we will go through the topic triangles and part 2 of it. In this module we will see about areas of similar triangles and Pythagoras theorem. Now we will see areas of two similar triangles. Already we have seen about similarity of triangles and the criteria to find out whether the given triangles are similar or not. So once the triangles are similar, we can compare the areas of that two triangles too. The ratio of the areas of similar triangles is equal to the square of the ratio of their corresponding sides. So here two triangles ABC and DEF is given. So we know by seeing we can identify the corresponding sides, that is DE is corresponding to AB, DF and AC are corresponding sides, and EF and BC are corresponding sides. So since the given triangles are similar, we can say that DE by AB is equal to DF by AC is equal to EF by BC. Now coming on to area, the area of triangle DEF by area of triangle ABC will be, we can take by squaring any one of these corresponding sides ratio. So area of triangle DEF by area of triangle ABC is equal to DE by AB square or DF by AC square or EF by BC square. Either we can write square separately for numerator and denominator, or we can write it whole bracket and then square. No need to take all the sides in each case. We can write any one of the side, and if we square it, then we will get the ratio of their areas. Next we will see right triangle and its perpendicular. This is a theorem which you need to study. If a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of a right triangle to the hypotenuse, then the triangles on both sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle and to each other. So here a right angle triangle is given, which is right angled at B. So from B, if you are drawing a perpendicular to the hypotenuse AC, you will get BD perpendicular to AC. So BD cuts the bigger triangle into two smaller triangles. So here the theorem states that these two smaller triangles are similar to each other and also to the bigger triangle. That is, we can say triangle ADB similar to triangle BDC and similar to triangle ABC. The whole three triangles are similar to each other. And coming on to right angle triangle, first we have to revise Pythagoras theorem. I think we are studying from our 6th standard onwards. Pythagoras theorem is nothing but in any right angle triangle, the square of hypotenuse is nothing but the longest side. The square of hypotenuse will be equal to sum of squares of other two sides. That is, hypotenuse square will be equal to height square plus base square. In a right angle, we can consider the longest side as hypotenuse, and one is height and the other is base. So square of hypotenuse will be equal to square of height plus square of base. We can prove Pythagoras theorem using this picture. That is, here one triangle with the side A, B and C is given, and with each side we are forming a square. So red square will have an area of C square, green square will be having an area of A square, and violet square will be having an area of B square. So C square will be equal to A square plus B square. That is Pythagoras theorem. Once again I'll give you some more explanation. That is, here in this graph sheets, three squares are given in around a right angled triangle. So one is a consider it as a 4 units square. Each side will be 4 units. That is, its area will be 4 into 4, 16. And for B, each side is 3 squares, so 3 units. The total units will be 3 into 3, 9. So 16 plus 9 will get 25. So square of 4 plus square of 3, you will get the total as 25, which is the which forms the biggest square, that is 5. Side is 5, for 5 into 5 it forms 25 square. This is the proof for Pythagoras theorem, and just remember that square of hypotenuse will be equal to sum of square of other two sides. Next we'll go through proof of Pythagoras theorem based on similarity of triangles. So here a triangle, right angled triangle is given, which is right angled at B. Now we need to prove that the hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square, that is AC square equal to AB square plus BC square. So we will prove this one by using our previous theorem, that is in previous theorem we have learned from the right angle, if you draw a perpendicular to the hypotenuse, then it forms two smaller triangles, and the two smaller triangles will be similar to each other and also to the bigger triangle. So now we will draw a perpendicular from B which touches the hypotenuse at D. Now we know that BD will cut these bigger triangle into two smaller triangles. We will separate that two triangles and we will draw once again that one. That is, one triangle is ADB. ADB is the first triangle, and the other one is BDC. So the bigger triangle is cut into two smaller ones. Now we will go through the proof using similarity theorem. So first we will compare the smaller one and the bigger triangle. So triangle ADB is similar to triangle ABC. If both the triangles are similar, we know that its all sides are of same ratio. Now I will take AD by AB is equal to AB by AC. We are just comparing the smaller side and the hypotenuse. So AD by AB will be equal to AB by AC. Now if you just cross multiply these things, we will get AD into AC is equal to AB square. We will keep it as 1. Same way we will compare the second triangle and the bigger triangle. So in second triangle BDC is similar to ABC. So in BDC, CD will be similar to CB, right? So CD by CB is equal to BC by AC. CD by BC will be equal to BC by AC. So by cross multiplying we will get CD into AC is equal to BC square. That will keep as 1. Now we will add both 1 and 2. So from 1, that is AD into AC plus CD into AC will give AB square plus BC square. Now in first side or in left hand side, we know that AC is common. Take AC common. Then AC into AD plus CD. AD plus CD. AD plus CD is nothing but AC. So we can write it as AC into AC will be equal to AB square plus BC square, where AC into AC is nothing but AC square. So from this we can say AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Hence we proved the theorem. We have already studied Pythagoras theorem. Now we will just go through converse of Pythagoras theorem. So in Pythagoras theorem we say that in a right angle triangle the hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus height square. Here converse theorem says that in any triangle, if square of one side is equal to the sum of square of other two sides, then the angle opposite to the first side is a right triangle. That is, if here C square is equal to A square plus B square, then the angle opposite to C, that will be a right angle, and the triangle so formed will be a right triangle. Thank you, my dear children. Hope you are comfortable with the chapter. May God bless you.